So, what just happened? If you finished Death Stranding, you were probably still piecing together what the ending meant. The beach, extinction events, Amelie, Bridget, BB. Yeah, it's a lot. In this video, we're breaking down the ending and what the entire story of Death Stranding really means. Let's untangle the emotional, philosophical, and cosmic mess Kojima left us with. Let's start with the basics. Death Stranding takes place after a mysterious event where the world of the dead started bleeding into the world of the living. Ghosts, also called BTs, roam the earth. When people die, their bodies void out in massive explosions unless incinerated. Rain accelerates time, called timefall, and civilization collapses. In the middle of this, we have Sam Porter Bridges, a delivery man. But more than that, he's a repatriate, someone who can come back from the dead. His job? Reconnect America by linking isolated cities to a chiral network. But there's something bigger going on beneath all of that. The story isn't just about rebuilding the world. It's about understanding why it broke in the first place and what's coming next. Here's the twist. Amelie and Bridget are the same person. Bridget was the president, dying of cancer. Amelie, a projection, the soul side, stuck on the beach, a limbo between life and death. That's where things get cosmic. Amelie is actually an extinction entity, a being that appears every so often to trigger a mass extinction. Dinosaurs, ice age, you name it. She's the next one, meant to wipe out humanity. The entire game, Amelie is trying to manipulate Sam into completing his deliveries so she can bring everyone onto the beach, which would let her end the world. But she doesn't actually want to destroy humanity. She's torn between fate and free will. In the final confrontation, she tells Sam he can stop her by choosing connection, by choosing to live. She lets him go. No extinction for now.
5. We've had 5 mass extinctions, each caused by an extinction entity. And now it's time for number 6. Now, I'm not talking about the death of a few dozen species, no. This is the granddaddy of them all. BT antimatter voiding out all life as we know it. And it wouldn't be possible without a Boy Scout like you, willing to make us whole again. What do you say? Come on! Time to meet your ender. Amelie?
Sam!
The great work is nearly complete. Every knot is joined. Soon, I will merge them and all mankind's beaches into a single shore. And then will come an extinction like no other. More massive than any before it. The last. This is my purpose.
Do you still believe in me? Even without Higgs, I am a walking time bomb. I can end it all just like that. But what I want, what I have always wanted, was to be a part of it. For us all to be one. What?
Tell me the truth. Was this all for you or all for Bridget?
This is for our country. For our future, that is the truth. There's something that you need to know, Sam. When you were back east, I slipped out of here and I went to visit you.
you lied? Fuck me. You have any idea what it took for me to get here?
You wouldn't have come if I hadn't. You didn't care about America or bridges. But we did know one thing you did care about. Something you were willing to cross a continent for. A reason to build the UCA. It was Die-Hardman's idea.
Great. So I'm Mario and you're Princess Peach. You're right. I never gave a shit about this country. I have no ties to anything or anyone but you.
I'm so sorry, Sam. But it all worked out in the end.
Now let's talk about Sam. Here's the big bombshell. Sam is the BB from the tank, the one that Cliff, Mads Mikkelsen's character, was trying to save. Cliff wasn't the villain. He was BB's father, killed by the government after trying to escape with his son. And Bridget, the president, used that BB to create you, or Sam. Sam died, but Bridget brought him back. That's why he's a repatriate. That's why he can see the dead. He's literally been on the beach since infancy. His whole life is a second chance. BB, the one Sam bonds with during the game, that's Lou. But here's the emotional gut punch. Lou starts dying because she was too connected to the world of the dead, just like Sam was. At the end, Sam chooses not to return her to the system. He cuts her off from the network, holds her, and brings her back, just like he was brought back. The cycle breaks because Sam chooses love, not duty.
Lou.
So what does all of this mean? At its core, Death Stranding is a game about connection in the face of isolation, about building bridges, literally and metaphorically. It's a response to a fractured world where people hide behind walls consumed by fear, grief, and detachment. Kojima made this game after leaving Konami. He was isolated, hurt, starting over. Death Stranding is about healing from that kind of loneliness, and about the courage to reach out even when it hurts. Sam starts the game afraid of touch, emotionally cut off, and by the end, he's holding a child in his arms, finally choosing connection. And that's what the beach symbolizes: choice, the place between life and death, isolation and community. Sam was born there, he returns there, but this time he doesn't stay, he steps back into life. It's not a story about saving the world with a gun, it's about saving it with kindness, with presence, with literal baby steps.
It was the bonds between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach. And I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in. Come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach.
Throughout the game, you see this kindness in action. When Sam goes to cut off the BTs, he's not actually killing them, but he's releasing them. And whenever you see those little thumbs up markers, you're supposed to be showing kindness and respect to other players within the game and the game's network. Ironically, Death Stranding was released in 2019. It makes so much sense nowadays. After 2020 and when our own world went into a big isolation bubble and we're still struggling to find our spot back in society, this game makes so many fantastic connections to how we're all feeling now. We need connection, and we need bridges, and we need to be finding each other again. But we're still struggling in this isolated world that's really fractured and broken. Death Stranding ends not with a bang, but with a breath, a moment of peace. A father holding his child, a man who finally lets himself be part of the world again. That's the message. In a world that feels broken, connection is what keeps us going, even if it's hard, even if it hurts. If you made it to the end of this weird, emotional, unforgettable game, you felt it. You got the message. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand Death Stranding's story, hit the like button and drop a comment with what the ending meant to you. And if you want more story deep dives and video game breakdowns, let me know. Subscribe and comment below. I'll see you guys next week.